There's something deeply unsettling about the idea that humans may not experience disasters alone. Not physically, but mentally, spiritually, subconsciously. Before major tragedies, pandemics, wars, terror attacks, people around the world often report having strange dreams. Not random nightmares, specific ones, crowded hospitals, empty streets, ash in the sky, people running, quarantine, death, panic, silence. And the creepiest part? Sometimes complete strangers describe almost identical dreams before the event even happens. And stories like this exist everywhere online. One Reddit user described dreaming about a spiked, floating sphere days before COVID was officially declared a pandemic. After seeing the coronavirus image on TV, they said the object in the dream looked exactly the same. Another person wrote about recurring dreams where the sky turned dark and people panicked before some unknown catastrophe arrived. Multiple strangers replied saying they had experienced nearly identical dreams recently. For years, people have posted online about dreams connected to tsunamis, bombings, plane crashes, disease outbreaks, and disasters they claimed to sense before they happened. Science usually explains this as anxiety, pattern recognition, coincidence, or the subconscious processing subtle information we don't consciously notice. But what if that explanation is incomplete? Because there's a terrifying possibility nobody likes talking about. What if human consciousness is connected? Not metaphorically, literally. Think about it. Birds change direction at the exact same moment without speaking. Fish move together instantly like one organism. Entire forests communicate underground through fungal networks. Nature already works like a collective intelligence. So why do we assume humans are disconnected? Maybe consciousness is less individual than we think. Maybe the brain is not the source of awareness. Maybe it's more like an antenna. And during moments of extreme danger, millions of minds begin picking up the same signal at once. A disturbance in reality. A ripple before impact. That would explain why people across different countries, different ages, different lives suddenly begin dreaming similar things before world events. Not because they predict the future like a movie psychic, but because somewhere deep beneath language and logic, humans may still be connected to each other in ways modern society forgot. There's actually a strange pattern researchers noticed during COVID. Dream intensity increased globally. People began remembering dreams more vividly, having apocalyptic imagery, disease symbolism, isolation dreams, insects, collapsing bodies, invisible threats. Almost like the subconscious mind of humanity was reacting as one organism under threat. And honestly, maybe ancient civilizations understood this better than we do. Almost every old culture believed dreams were messages, warnings, connections to another layer of reality. Now we laugh at those ideas because modern society worships logic and productivity. But despite all our technology, people still experience déjà vu, gut feelings, premonitions, the feeling that something terrible is about to happen before it does. And nobody can fully explain why. Maybe humans are far more powerful than we've been taught. Maybe intuition is a survival system we stopped listening to. Maybe consciousness extends beyond the body. Maybe during disasters, the invisible connection between humans becomes louder. A collective alarm system. Because if thousands of people can unknowingly share emotional states through social media, fear, trends, panic, and mass psychology, who's to say we can't also share signals through something deeper? Dreams are strange because they remove the filters. The ego weakens. The logical mind quiets down. And maybe that's when humans become receptive to frequencies we normally ignore. That idea becomes even more unsettling when you realize how many people describe these dreams as feeling more real than reality. Not blurry, not symbolic, but hyper-real. Emotionally overwhelming. Like memories instead of imagination. Some people who experience so-called premonition dreams say the feeling stays with them for days. Others describe a heavy sense of dread they can't explain until something happens later. And no, This doesn't automatically mean every dream predicts the future. Most dreams are probably just dreams, but even if only a tiny percentage of these stories are genuine, that changes everything about what it means to be human, because it would mean consciousness is not trapped inside the skull. It would mean humans are connected through something invisible, something science still cannot properly measure. An emotional field, a collective subconscious, a spiritual network, and maybe disasters don't begin when they physically happen. Maybe they echo through human consciousness long before they arrive. Maybe somewhere deep down, humanity always feels the wave before it crashes.